Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. Outside in Dublin right now, skies are clear. It's a little chilly, 45 degrees. Do not know why it's saying it's cloudy. We were not expecting much in the way of clouds as we get our day started. Could there be a couple of small ones out there? Sure, but it's definitely not what I would consider to be a cloudy morning. I also do not believe that any of this here is rain. It's probably just little bits of insect activity being picked up. You can tell by the way it's moving that it's not raining. It's very stationary versus what we're seeing further south around this low that will bring our rain as we go into tomorrow and Friday. That's our next rainmaker. For today, though, we're still dealing with the effects of some high pressure. It should keep things pretty nice. So this afternoon, warm and dry, upper 70s, but all of a sudden, as we go into tonight towards tomorrow morning, that humidity is going to uptick, and we're only going to see that continue to rise as we head into tomorrow. It will be a cooler day tomorrow because of added cloud cover as well as those storm chances. But here we are for today, up to 81 in Dublin. That's our hot spot. I will not rule out the possibility for somewhere like McRae or Abbeville or maybe even Warner Robins to get up to 80 degrees today. I've got Macon topping off at 78, same with Montezuma and Forsyth. So a lot of heat out there. Not super warm, but warm enough. If you're going to spend a lot of time outside, make sure to wear the sunscreen. Yesterday's UV index 7.4. Today's probably closer to an 8, given the warmer conditions.
Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Here we are over middle Georgia, and it's very, very pleasant outside right now. You can make out a couple of those thin clouds over the southern counties, but that's it. Big changes are going to come as we head later into tonight and tomorrow especially, all courtesy of this low pressure right here. Kind of from this a little bit. It's really the ridging pattern, the jet stream. It's so big right now that the atmosphere down here is similar to what you'd see during the summertime. We call that barotropic because it takes on properties of the tropics, which is why the tropics are behaving the way they're not supposed to be behaving right now as we head into the late part of the week. Cloud cover comes in tonight. The outer bands of this storm are expected to make their way in tomorrow. It's not going to have a name or anything on it, nothing crazy like that, but the problem is the structure is still there, and that means that these storms here that you're seeing could have a bit of a brief tornado threat with them. The spin-up tornadoes occur in the rain bands of a hurricane or tropical storm, and that's basically what these are. Now, those will move northward as we head into Friday into the Carolinas and Virginia. So come Friday, while some storms may still hang around, we don't have to worry about severe weather. And then notice this cold front up here. We'll worry about that later in the week. That will make its way in on Sunday. It's too far out right now to tell what that will bring. I'm hoping nothing much, but it's a cold front and it's spring. So there's always going to be a possibility for a bit of severe weather there. Dublin's our hot spot today at 80 degrees. You got Eastman at 77, Macon up to 78. McRae 78. I think McRae, maybe Gordon, Abbeville could also touch 80. We'll have to wait and see how the day goes. But finally starting to see the wind break away from the northeast, which it's been doing since last Friday. And that's to allow that moisture to return from the south. Notice that cloud cover ramping up as we head into tonight. And winds are going to start to ramp up heading into tomorrow morning. And rain chances increasing out the door as well, especially with the southern half of the region. I would expect the rain, especially the heaviest rain, to start arriving in the southwestern counties first before it gets anywhere else here in the region. Showers will be with us the first part of the day tomorrow, becoming thunderstorms later on. Those are those rain bands as we go through the evening. That's where that threat for some strong wind gusts or a brief spin-up tornado or areas that get hit with multiple of these, a bit of a flash flooding threat as well. The one thing you will not have to worry about is hail because you do not get hail with tropical systems, so you don't have to worry about that. But Friday, still some of those storms lingering with us. But the good news is at that point, with the low being so close by, that should take that tornado threat away. So right now, it's still level 1 for the entire region. Basically, you see a small snippet of Hancock County there not included. But in terms of the potential for a level 2 risk, I do believe the Storm Prediction Center is just waiting for a few more things to know where that highest threat area is, and then they'll put that out. In 10 seconds, I'll have your extended forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's VolumeChevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So when it comes to the rain the next couple of days, didn't quite get to the totals, but what we're kind of seeing is areas that get a little bit of rain, about ½ an inch. Areas that could get hit harder could be pushing 3 inches. That's where that flash flooding threat comes in. The cold front would be Sunday, and a pretty pleasant start expected to next week.